Guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm doing a vlog. I feel like it's been a while since I've done just a random vlog. You guys are going to hang out with me for, I think, over like a week or two. Just whatever stuff comes to mind. I love watching vlogs, and so I'm really trying to incorporate them more because as much as my channel is very much homeschooling, that's like a very small portion of like my actual life, and so there's things that I choose to share about my life and there's things I choose not to share, and so vlogs are a way for you guys to just see a little bit more about me. This is the perfect type of video to just chill, have on in the background when you're doing chores, whatever the case may be. And I'm actually filming this intro afterwards because I realized I filmed all the content, but I never actually like introduced the vlog. I just started filming. We have like Amazon hauls, we have like things I eat for lunch, updates on my garden, books I've been reading. So just catching up on a bunch of different things. So I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. All right, guys, we're gonna do a little haul real quick. I just got my Amazon order delivered and my Walmart order delivered. So I'm traveling for work this week, and then I'm traveling back home to Vegas, and then I'm traveling for work again. So we have lots of travel coming up, and I normally stay pretty stocked on like travel size items because I normally like fly with my carry-on and that's it. So I need to stock up on that. And then I really don't order from Amazon a lot anymore. What I do is I kind of just add stuff to my cart, and then when I feel like I have enough stuff, I'm like, okay, let's do the order. I've gotten out of the mindset of like I could have Amazon the same day or next day. That just doesn't happen here. So it kind of like, if I need something right away, I just need to go somewhere else and get it. So let's do a quick haul. I'll show you the stuff I got from Walmart. Nothing crazy, just some travel stuff that I didn't find on Amazon. So this is one of my favorite toothpaste, Crest Pro Health. So I got that little bottle of face wash. I love this TheraBreath brand of mouthwashes. So I got this one and this, but just mouthwash. Some hairspray, some dry shampoo, wet wipes, and I got another thing. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. It has hyaluronic acid, and this is in the color Moon. Absolutely love it. What I'm wearing in this video, you can't really see because like the camera makes the colors. I'm like, there's a bright window in front of me, so everything's like kind of brighter than normal, but I feel like this color is very close to my natural lip color. So if I don't want like a really bold color or anything, I feel like I can just put this one on. And so I needed to get another one of those, and then let's do the Amazon haul. I love how they just like packed it all into one box though, which makes me proud. I feel like I'm so used to them putting like one item in one big box. So let's see here. This is the newest release from Jessa Hastings. She wrote the Daisy Hate series, and I've heard this book is just amazing. I do have to wait for the audio to get released. I think it gets released in June, May or June. So this may not be for this trip I read, but one of my other trips. But I love the cover. So it's about Georgina, who she's like kind of like a, I don't want to say like a therapist, but she can like read people really well, like their facial expressions and stuff. But anyway, she has a bunch of family drama. So there's like a lot of family drama in here, things like that. And I love Jessa Hastings writing. So got that book. Gonna try these. There's that really popular brand of teeth whitening strips that's all natural. I think they're called like Luminex. Those don't work. I have no idea why they're so popular. So I'm gonna try these ones. They're coconut oil. So I got these. Good for sensitive teeth because I have super sensitive teeth when it comes to whitening. So I'm gonna try those. I swear I ordered one of these, but it came with 3. So these are travel size deodorants. This is the feminine wash. I've talked about this before. It's boric acid, which just helps balance everything, especially like if you're working out, after that time of the month, after intimacy. It's just absolutely great, and it actually lasts a long time. I feel like I've only ordered this like bottle like 3 or 4 times, and I've been using it for a while. Okay, what else is in here? So these are like first aid. They're like little packets. So see, you can like indent this. So it's antibiotic ointment, but it also works for burns. So it's kind of like Neosporin, But I love having the little packets of it, so I can travel with these, bring this. I always like keep some in my car, and then we just have them, you know, 3 kids. But I like this pack because it has different Band-Aids and it's 300. So I just feel like if this doesn't last us, guys, I don't know what will. And Band-Aids and those ointment things are HSA approved, so you have an HSA card. Get my battery recharged, and then I unwrapped all the other stuff I got from Amazon. So a bunch of little makeup stuff. I watch a couple YouTube channels and I just like add stuff as they say it. So this is like an eyeshadow palette, just some nude type colors. This is eyeshadow primer. I don't normally wear eyeshadow, but I do have an event I'm going to this week, so I'm probably going to put some eyeshadow on. Let's see, I'm going to try this face glue primer. Again, I'm going to be like wearing makeup for a really long part of the day and I need it to last. I'm going to try this out. I love this stuff, but it's a very like thin like coverage. I like it for like just every day. It's super hydrating, makes your skin look really good, but it doesn't do it's not full coverage at all. It's just a tint. So I do like using this as like a base a lot of times. And then I got this to try. We'll see, maybe on top of it. I'm gonna test some of this out today. And then I did get powder. I normally don't wear powder, but I got a little bit just to see how all that works. I want to try the new NYX Buttermilk Bronzer. I've never tried this, but I've heard good things. And then I got this. I bought this for my daughter for Easter, and I absolutely love the color of it. And so I wanted to try this. This is Chillin' Like a Villain. Red eyes. I always get super red eyes when I travel, so I just wanted... I'm still trying to get rid of some of the dark spots. I have like 2 on, like a little bit on my cheek area, so I wanted to try this and see. And then this, I like it because it came in this little case. New brushes. These are not the ones I normally buy, but they did have good reviews. I normally just use them and throw them out because I buy such cheap ones instead of like having to wash them and do all this stuff. So I'll just use them and then throw them out and buy new ones. But yeah, I do like that little case it came in. And then I got this from my oldest daughter. She finished reading The Giver, and this is the second book to that. So she asked for that, so I got her that. I went to an event this week for one of my work things, and it's a gala event, so I needed some like easy little heels. So I got these to wear. And I think that was the rest of my haul. I think I showed this to you guys when we were doing like our cross-country move, but I bought this almost a year ago on Amazon, and I absolutely love it for traveling. Actually, see, I still have some of my travel stuff in here because that's normally what I'll do. I'll just like keep this stock with travel stuff, but I love all the different compartments. And then you can hang it up like we're in the hotel and stuff. So this really helped too when we were traveling with like all the kids to just have more space. So I'm going to go through this and fill this up. Okay, so here's like all my travel size stuff. I filled up this bottom pouch. I put some stuff in here. There's Q-tips, my lint roller, lotion, toothpaste, all that stuff is in there. This all will fold in together, and then I'll use the rest for like my makeup and some hair stuff. And then this is just like super easy to pack and go. And then especially since I carry on all my stuff, there have been certain airports that have issues with even the travel size like liquid bottles. So this one's just super easy because if it's in your suitcase, they can just pull it out and then verify everything. So this helps too. Or actually no, so the wet wipes and eye drops, I'm gonna put those like in my backpack that I carry on, because this will be like in my suitcase that I don't like have access to. So I'll put this stuff in my like little backpack that I bring, so I have access to those 2 things. All of this is more for like getting ready and stuff. Put some of that makeup on. I don't know if you can tell, but the new bronzer, all the makeup. I have to still like get my eyebrows waxed and fix my lashes, but definitely tried the new eyeshadow, and I'm really just trying it. So I have the primer on. I'm trying to just see how long it lasts. I'm just doing chores around the house today, so it was just more like put it on, see how it works. So I'm gonna do that and see. The primer, it's so weird that they call it glue because it did like make me not want to buy it, but it's not sticky at all. It feels like any other lotion or primer, so we'll see how long that helps. And the shadow stuff, it is almost, I think we're breaking records here. I want to say the temperature's like, I don't know if we hit 100 today. We hit like 94 yesterday. And then tomorrow and the next day for sure like 100. So, I mean, obviously we're used to 100-degree weather being from Las Vegas, but holy crap, is it hot. And it drops back to like the 50s next week, which is just wild. Like, I don't understand how it does that crazy. The dogs are not happy. Our dogs definitely like the cooler weather. So they're like, what is going on here? All right, so I just tried on, so I have like this dress I have to wear to this gala event, which is really crazy. So I just tried that on with my shoes. All good. Got some shapewear under there. So got all that. I need to fold some laundry. I got a bunch. We went summer clothes shopping. And I got like a bunch of just like comfy stuff. Like, so this is just like a little like dress. That's super cozy, but I feel like I wish I would have got one size down. It's a little like loose in certain areas. I got the new, let me see. I got a couple pairs of these. These ones are from American Eagle, but I got 2 pairs from Walmart too. They're like the boxer shorts. So I thought that these would be really good to wear like around the house on like chore days when it's hot and stuff. So yeah, so I got that done. I just got my suitcase out. I need to go find my laptop backpack. That's what I also travel with, so I need to go find that. I have one of my packing cubes. Oh, maybe it is in here. Hold on. I did not unzip this. Oh, no, nothing's in there. Okay, I need to go find, the laptop bag. And then yeah, just get the rest of everything packed. Packing for work trips is a little bit better because like I only have certain work outfits, so it's like you kind of have to wear this. So it's kind of nice, and pretty much for like most of my work clothes I use Stitch Fix, so I'll just give them like what colors I like, my sizes, and then they like all my outfits are from them. And I normally just wear like a dress, like a business dress and blazer, because it's less stuff to pack. It's super easy, you just have to wear a dress. So I get some of that out. Okay, so here's like 2 work dresses. So this one is from Stitch Fix. It's Calvin Klein, but I also think you can buy it off Amazon. This one is from Amazon. I know that for sure. So if I can find that again, I will link it. I absolutely love both these dresses. The way that they're like sculpted to the side is very flattering and they're very comfortable. And then this is my other outfit. So this is just like a button-down shirt and pants. These are both from Stitch Fix. And then, so here's what I'm thinking. So my flight takes off at 5 a.m. my time, and I land there at like 11 a.m. and so I was just gonna like wear like comfy clothes in like on the plane, and then I was gonna change, I think, into this. I think this would be an easy outfit to like change into. I don't have to worry about shaving my legs or anything. I could just change into this and then go to the office. I don't need to like go to the hotel or anything. So I may do that. So that means I'd want to like put this on top when I pack so I can change into that easier. And then I can just wear these 2 the next day. Or then I can have these 2 as dress options. I need to get the blazers. The thing with blazers though is they're so thick to pack. So that's the only thing that I hate doing. So we'll see. And then I need like 2 more outfits. So I still need to like get this to going. I do wear the same pair of shoes though, which are these. These are 9 West. 9 West are my favorite heels. They are the most comfortable ones. I have walked hours in airports in these because I normally do take flights where I'm like leaving from work or heading right to the office afterwards, so I don't have time to change sometimes. So I have worn these for 8+ hours, 12 hours, and walked through many airports in them. I'll link the ones. You can buy these on Amazon too. They're my absolute favorite and they go with everything, so I kind of keep a pretty good color scheme. But I am bringing these ones for the gala event. Those ones I did get off Amazon too. They're not comfortable at all. And then this is the dress I'm wearing. It's just like a blue like tank dress with a slit in it. So that's the dress with those shoes that I'm wearing. And then I need 2 more outfits and to figure out what I'm going to do after I get off the plane. packed, at least with like what work outfits I want to bring. My 2 pairs of shoes I need to pack. This is my like toiletries bag, and then I'll have another bag full of like miscellaneous stuff, and then I obviously need to put like pajamas, socks, like other stuff in here as well. But the main stuff is packed, all in a carry-on. I definitely try to do a carry-on on work trips so I don't have to wait for baggage or anything like that. So that is done. I've had this carry-on suitcase for like 4 years now. Absolutely love it. I will link it on Amazon. It rolls like both ways, so you can like pull it behind you or like roll it next to you. Absolutely love it. It even comes with like a drink holder and like a charging port, which is cool. I don't use it, but it comes with it. So I at least got the majority of that stuff packed. So I put this whole garden together a few weeks ago. I just got like black landscape fabric, put that down, all my grow bags, all my dirt. And this has been really like a pretty big life change. Just like dealing with nature, having to come out here every day, like figuring out watering and stuff. But it's going pretty well. These 2 things right here are arugula and just like lettuce. And even now, if I like were to take a video, it's like 2 weeks later, they have just changed so much. But I just direct seeded a lot of this stuff and just kind of seeing what happens. I have some cold weather stuff because even though right now when I'm filming this video, it's 100 degrees outside, it's been in like the 50s and 60s. So I have things like beets. These are carrots with the straw on top to try to help them like germinate a little bit better. I have like snow peas, I think, broccoli, cauliflower. So all the things that can handle cooler weather is what I kind of just put out in the garden. It's really been a fun thing. It's very new to me. This is not our house, like, because we're renting. It's not our backyard. So it's very temporary, but I feel like I am learning like a lot of skills. What I was really focused on with like seed starting inside, I was like way too early on stuff, learning to like transplant things outside. But then also I kind of like just like direct seeding, meaning you just put the seed in the ground and just wait for it to pop up. That's a pretty fun experience too. So when I do these vlogs, I'll be giving you guys kind of garden updates and stuff, but it's fun. This is my beautiful marigold that I did start inside and it's doing so well at this point. However, the weather recently has, I think, almost killed it. So we'll see if it comes back to life. But look how pretty this is. Pretty proud of myself, guys, with my little garden here. All right, here's a little bit more of like my indoor garden setup. So I had started a bunch of plants in here. These are all that is left in here. I have a couple tomato plants and a couple pepper plants because I needed to scale back a ton since we have some other things going on this summer. So I planted out what I could, gotten rid of what I could, but this is what's happening. I think I started everything too soon. So like these peppers are insane. Like they're already, look, I have a cayenne pepper already, 2 of them already growing, which is just insane. So I don't know, guys. Like here's where we're at. But our weather has been insane. Like it was almost 100 2 days ago, like breaking records. And then tomorrow is going to be in the 50s and like could be in the 40s and 30s by this weekend. So I don't think tomatoes and peppers are ready to go outside yet. But I did want to say thank you to Bevor for sending me this wagon because I have been using this nonstop. So you can see it's kind of dirty in there because what I've been doing is I put these plants in here and I'll put them outside for a little bit just so they're kind of getting used to it, and then I can bring them back in. Or other plants I have outside, I can bring them in at night if I need to. So I really love this little wagon. This moves, it bends, it's so easy to pull. We actually took it to the park with us one day also. We put like all the kids' balls in here and everything. So I'm going to link this down below, but it's from Bedbor. I've worked with them before. I absolutely love their products. They're such high, great quality. And this is awesome. Like I said, we've used it for park days, sports trips. I'm using it for gardening currently. Absolutely awesome. All right, in the kitchen now. I'm all over the place. I was just outside. Showed you guys my little garden area, but then I had a bunch of like seed starting trays that I'm done with indoors, so I just needed to clean those out. It's so hot today, so I was like, oh, I can wash them and let them dry outside. So that's happening. And my husband's going to pick up groceries right now. I need to clean out the fridge. I'm not doing any meal prep for when I'm gone yet because I'm still not leaving for a couple days. But I will do some prep because I will be gone for the week. They need meals, they need food. I have stuff in the freezer I'm going to take out, make sure they're all ready. So I'm not going to do a lot of that today, but I do need to clean out the fridge, do the grocery haul. I need to eat something and recharge and keep getting stuff done. Literally eating this on repeat, and I've showed something like this before. This is my favorite bread to use. I get it from Hungry Root. You can find it at like Sprouts if you have that store. It's 120 calories per sheet, so you feel like you're getting a ton of bread. Like half the time I can barely eat it all. 6 grams of protein in here, good fiber, good ingredients. You can also buy it online and have it shipped to you and stored in the freezer, which I've done also. So anyway, so one of the wraps, I spread an avocado on it, so healthy fats, and I don't like mayonnaise or anything, so that kind of gives it like, so it's not just dry, even though I could completely eat it just dry. And then I like, this is turkey breast I get also from Hungry Root. It's all natural. It doesn't taste weird. It doesn't have a weird texture. And what I love is just 2 slices has 11 grams of protein. So normally when I make this, I'm hitting about 25 grams of protein. And then I use the thin sliced provolone cheese. So this has been like my lunch on repeat for the last like 3 weeks. I'm not even exaggerating how many times I've eaten this in the last few weeks. Like salt and pepper on the avocado. So there's my bread. I just spread the avocado on it. But I want to tell you guys, so I've shared this salt, Colima salt, in my like last meal prep video. That salt, I'm not kidding guys, is the best salt I've ever had. Like I'm not exaggerating. My husband said the exact same thing. So we ran out because we used it on everything. So I was like, well, let me just see if like I can get salt like that at the store. So I bought this. This is Walmart's like new brand, and it's like their flake salt. It's not bad, but let me just tell you that I am definitely just going to rebuy the Colima salt. I think it's that much more worth it for the taste that it gives. And it was, this was $9. The Colima salt I think is like $18 for the bag. I don't know the weight differences, but buy the Colima salt, and I think I have that discount code. I'll link it down below, but guys, the salt is amazing. Don't buy this. This is not amazing. Buy the Colima salt if you want like a good fancy salt. Or just buy table salt, but this one is not worth it. But anyways, I do put salt and pepper on there as well. Oh, I will share like my favorite pepper now. So I normally like the cracked pepper, but I can get away putting the finely ground pepper in more food that my kids will eat because they don't like bite on a huge pepper chunk. So this is Watkins ground pepper. It is so good. I don't know why it's so much better than other like ground pepper, but it is. So if you need a good pepper, this one is delicious. So I'll finish. I know it doesn't look that pretty. Normally if I have like arugula, I'll put that in there, but I don't have any like arugula or anything. Also like olive oil is really good in here, but just like the way I made it, so I did 3 pieces of turkey and 4 slices of that thin cheese with the wrap and avocado. This is 30 grams of protein. I'm telling you, this fills me up so much. I have to force myself most of the time to eat all of it, but I'm starving right now, so I think that's going to be doable. 30 grams of protein, easy. You could even make these ahead of time and bring them with you somewhere. Delish. I also wanted to just like shout out again how cool it is having stuff in your freezer. So like last night we all wanted a sweet treat, but I didn't want to like go to the store. I didn't want to DoorDash anything, but I also didn't want to make cookies. But I had all this sourdough snickerdoodle cookie dough in my freezer. And so I made them. They are so good. They're absolutely perfect. And so now we have fresh homemade cookies, and all I had to do was take them out of the freezer. So highly recommend doing cookie dough if you're like a family that likes sweets and stuff. All right, on to the fridge, which is an absolute disaster. Look at this. Look, I don't even know what's going on in here. Nothing is organized. So we need to get this cleaned out before groceries get here. And I know that someone spilled these blueberries all over, so like you can't see it, but there's blueberries all behind there. So I need to wipe all this out, clean it, get it organized, because I did buy a ton of stuff to stock. I want to get some room in here because I got like a bunch of protein shakes and stuff, so I need to clean this out. Okay, not like perfect, but a little bit better. So I kind of got a lot of this stuff organized, cleaned out, got things wiped out. I just need to take all these shelves out and like scrub the fridge, but I don't have time for that. So I got some more room because like we have more milk coming and more fruit coming. This is like my kids' snack area, so I have all their yogurts, and then I have like all their like little string cheeses, bites they eat, like applesauce, avocado. So we'll restock this. This is like lunch meat and cheese drawer, and so at least we have room to put some more stuff, and it's a little bit better than it was. I also use this for like to store extra butter, cream cheese. These are okay, they're not my favorite, but this fridge has like no good storage, so those little clear containers help a little bit. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. What did I do yesterday? So we got groceries, and I think I just did like a quick scan of everything we got, and then I filmed a video, and then I just chilled for the rest of the night. So today's agenda, I have some work to do, so I'm getting that done. I have some videos. I'm trying to get like super ahead on posting videos, so that's the goal, but we'll see how that actually works out. I do get my eyebrows waxed, so that's gonna be fun. I don't know, pretty chill, boring day, just getting more stuff done. So we'll see what we get into. Okay guys, I don't even know the last time I updated it, but I am back from my trip, so I figured I haven't done a book reading update in a while, so I figured I would talk about some of the books I've read. Honestly, it's because I haven't been reading a ton. I did get a little bit of reading done on my trip. Not as much as I thought I would, but some done. So I'm going to talk about a couple books. Let me see. Let's talk about this one I actually read back in March. This is Abby Jimenez, Just for Summer. This is part of the World series, so there are 3 books. I didn't realize that. The first book I read, which is called Part of Your World, but I did not read the second book, Yours Truly, even though it's on my shelf. So I need to read that one, but this one was so good. I gave it 4 stars because there was an entire side story that I had no idea why it was in there, but when I realized it was because of book 2 that I missed. I gave it 4 stars. I loved the story. I loved the romance and the characters, so I do highly recommend this, but you will want to read books 1 and 2 first, or you won't know all of the characters. It's not that important, but you'll be like, why are they talking about these characters so much? It will make much more sense. So absolutely love this. I love Abby Jimenez's writing. So recommend this one. And then I read a Colleen Hoover book, which are always my favorite. And this was called Regretting You. I gave this one 4 stars. It's about like a mother-daughter. So you follow like the mother in past tense and then her raising her daughter. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was a really good book. There's a lot of like drama in the family, and I think it was a very emotional read. Really like it. I gave that one 4 stars as well. And then I finished reading this, The Reality of Everything. I think I ended up giving this 3 stars or 4 stars. I was really into it when I started reading it, but then I took a break and it was hard to get back into because it was very similar to another book that I started reading. So I was getting confused with characters. Rebecca Yarros does a lot of like military type romances in that realm, and this is very similar to a lot of those other books she writes, but it's always easy to read, like to get into. So if you need like a military type romance, some high stakes are involved, this is always a good one. Like I said, her writing is super easy to get into. The very end is like, I think what like maybe probably made me rate it a little bit higher, but this is a good one. And then the last book I read on my trip was by Aletha Romig. So I read one of her series like a year or 2 ago, and it was like a 4 or 5 book series, but it followed the same 2 characters, like, and it was like suspenseful romance, and it was so good. So I wanted to try her Brutal Vows series, which is like mafia cartel, I think, romance. So I started with Now and Forever, which was book 1. It was okay. I feel like it was like super rushed, but it made sense. So book one, so I think there's 4 books in the series. Book one, the couple that it follows, it's not their story continued on. So like their story ends and then book 2 is about a different couple. So it made sense why it was so rushed. I would have loved if they would have done the same thing where it was the same couple for multiple books, because I feel like there could have been more cliffhangers, more suspense. I just felt like it was super rushed. But it was like a fun read. I was able to like read it during an entire flight because I think it was like 4 hours on audio. But I gave it 3 stars. I don't think I'm going to continue the series because I don't really care about the next couple that is going to be in the series. And I wish, like I said, it would have just followed the first couple. So those are the books that I have been reading. I'm really trying to like get back into reading. I'm just like struggling finding time, to be honest. So we will see. But that was my last book recommendations. I'll probably do more vlogs like this where I include those instead of like dedicated videos, especially since I'm not reading a ton. But I hope you guys liked spending a few days with me, even though it's been like 2 weeks now since I started filming this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And thanks for watching again. Bye guys.